Transportation is one of the major challenges of the residents living in the New Kari local government, Nasarawa State, one of the suburbs of the Abuja city center. Over 100,000 persons ply the New Kari express road into the city center. With the COVID-19 pandemic, there have been a hike in the transportation from this axis to the city center. This, the commuter attributes to the coronavirus.
In the case of transportation, it is a double of what I've been paying before, as we can see, because even the mass transit people, you discover that the numbers of people they are carrying now is lesser per seat than the way they were carrying before. So as a result of that, they need to increase their own price so that they can be able to meet up with their business. As a result of that, it has increased masses. It affected masses a lot, in the sense that the rate at which we have been paying before for the transport fare is now double of what we have been paying, of which the business or whatever we are doing now, the handwork are into it. There's no movement in it. There's no income more than that, and besides saving coming that because a lot of people are staying safe at home, so they did not even come out for business. As a result of that, business is not moving, and the transportation is getting high every day, which is affecting the people negatively. I myself, I'm an example of it. Government, before now we had a government wanted to release a fund to help people. But when I visited online several times, I discovered that they have been, even on message, they have been sending SMS that is a fake news, that government has not been putting things in place like that. But I wonder how government will be relaxed over it. If not, that is the releasing of funds to help masses is the only way they can reach out to especially to the businessmen as quick as possible.
Some of us who live in this part of the city, Nasarawa State, who go to work from Nasarawa, that's a Kari local government, to be very specific, to the city, it has been very tough. When you eventually get a vehicle, it will be on a very high side. That we used to pay from 100 naira here to Wuse or Area 1, it later increased to about 150. But when the pandemic came, a bit relaxing of the border issue, like government asking us to come to work 3 times in a week, they have hiked their price to about 300, 350. At times, there was a day I paid about 500 naira to get to my office. Yeah, I paid 100 naira to checkpoint. Then I had to trek across. Then when I got there, I had to board another vehicle at the rate of 400 naira to Wuse. Then paid 50 naira again from War College to my office. It has not been very easy. They talked about the palliative every day. I hear it on telly. I've always been receiving the palliative on telly and receiving it through radio, but I have not been given practically. Not even in my office, not even in my house, not even in the community. So I don't know which Nigeria that received this palliative. Maybe you did. I didn't. So these are the things we are saying. The problem we have in the transportation sector, especially the private-owned transporters, it is being perverted by the national unions. They are the one engineering the hike in transportation. Because naturally, I've done my survey. You can confidently pay 15 naira here from Wuse, and the transporters wouldn't be at a loss. It is when they start paying all these toils, get this, get that, get this, and then they have to pay again to, the national union. That is where the increase comes.
The thing is too much. Both they go slow, both the transportation. Like normally before used to go 150, but now it's 300 times 2, and they cannot increase your salary because of the lockdown. So the thing is affecting us seriously. The thing is that is the pandemic and the transport that are using the advantage to make money. You understand? Because even though they can still consider 200 or that 150, but they don't see it as an opportunity to make their money.
It's too much, as per se. But for me, a lot for the transporters to consider we passengers. Although they reduce the numbers of the passengers they are normally carry, but at least federal government reduce the fuel. Then too, they're supposed to ship their salt too, to reduce the price. Like now, I'm going to Area 1. Like before it was 200, 150. but now it's 300. But what I normally used to tell them, the drivers, since federal government have reduced price for the fuel, understand, for them to carry 3, if they can still carry 200, at least minimum 250 is better. But 300, check it. If, for instance, if they are paying me 30,000 per month, if I remove 600 per day, check it. All those money have entered transport. So you people should as well to help us to interact with the drivers for them to come down. They should not use the pandemic to stress us. We are workers. At least we are earning all those money every month. We expect to take something home to our children.
We can't really blame the bus, the coaster, or the whatever, because the road they are passing is not okay. Because they are diverting from the major road. Okay, they say on maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is a working day, and the road is not free. So they are diverting from the major road. So it's the cost of the increase of the transport. Sometimes they say 300 or 200, as case may be. I can't say how it is because it's really difficult. It's very stressful. If they say there is going to be a free 3 days working day, then they will leave the road free on those days instead of stop blocking it. That should be the solution I can see. If at all they can, the road safety I also call on the road. All the security have to abide by that by leaving the road free on those days. But the other day, then maybe they will block it, and then that's what I see that it will be.
You've heard them. There have been a major emphasis on the hike in the transportation fare amidst the cuts in the fuel price by the government. However, they have been hopeful that the government will find an alternative and a lasting solution to the problem. Job Comfort, News 24 International, Nasarawa State.